Hi, good afternoon, class. So we are on 2.7 percent of change. So make sure you have a new paper. So you're going to use a new paper either from just a regular paper or from your notebook. Make a new page out of it. So today is 2.7% of change. Okay. Hopefully you saw the video previous to this one on the previous slide that gave you an example of it. It's just a preview of it so you can see how we're going to be calculating today. Okay. So make sure you go ahead and copy this on your paper, your name, your period, 1028, 2.7 as a percent of change. Okay. Here is your essential question. So your essential question is, how do I calculate percent of change using a proportion? Okay. So we're going to use a proportion again. Okay, so we're going to do two examples. You can see the two examples here. Here's example one, here's example two. Okay, those are the two examples we're going to work on now, and then I'm going to give you some practice problems. All right, let's go ahead and work on example one first. All right, so here's example number one. Example number one, it says, find the percent of increase. So find the percent of increase. And here's original. Here's the original price. So it's 48. Like it could be $48, and then the new price could be $60. It could be anything. It could be a pair of shoes. Okay. So now we're gonna find how much this actually increased. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna go ahead and make this proportion. We're gonna put the amount of change on top over here, the original amount, and then X over 100. This is like a percentage. We're comparing it to a percentage, right? That's what we're doing. So let's go ahead and do it. So the amount of change. So from 48 to 60, it looks like the amount of change, and it's going to be like taking the absolute value, okay? So it's just the amount of change in general. So from 48 to 60 is 12. So it's 12 over, and then what's the original amount? The original amount is 48. And then X over 100. Now this is a proportion, okay? This is a proportion, so we're gonna go ahead and solve it like a proportion. So what we're gonna do first is use the cross product. So 12 times 100. Okay, 12 times 100 is 1200. And then this is 48x. And then after that, you divide by 48. Divide by 48. Okay. All right. And then you're going to go ahead and get your answer here. All right. So it looks like X equals 25. So that's the percent increase. So it's right here. The percent increase. So find the percent increase. So we have the original, which is $48. The new price is $60 now. So we put it as a proportion here. We set it as a proportion. So the amount of change is 12. And then the original amount is $48. This is X over 100. Because we have to set it as a percentage, right? Cross product, we get 1200, 48x, divide by 48, divide by 48, X equals 25. Because it's asking for the increase. Now, if it's backwards, then it's asking for the decrease. Let's go ahead and do example 2, which is right here also. So on this example number 2, find the percent of decrease. So this is the original price, it's 30. It could be maybe a book. And now the new price is $22. So let's go ahead and set it up right here. All right, so the original is 30, the new one's 22. So we're going to set it up like this. So the amount of change over the original, which is right here. The amount of change is 8. Looks like it went down $8. So it's just 8 over 30, which is the original, equals X over 100. After that, we use the cross product. Okay. And then 8 times 100 is 800. 30 times X is 30X. Divide by 30. So 800 divided by 30 equals 26.7. But round it to the nearest percent. So in this case, it's going to be 27%. So the decrease is 27%. So example 2, it went down. Example 1, it went up. Okay. So go ahead and copy all this, guys. Make sure this is all copied. All right. And then post it on the next slide. Okay, and you're going to get some example problems. This should be pretty easy, guys. All right, but let me know if you still have questions. All right, guys.